Feels nice out here.
Yeah, it's not bad this morning at all.
Yeah, it's got to be upper 60s. It feels great.
Yeah. Good morning, pretty girl.
Good morning, Donnie. I sure am glad our little powerless adventure is over. We could have done without that last night.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
All of our normal relaxation time went to, you know, groaning about the power. Good morning, Ruby. Well, I doubt we're going to be able to see anything over here, but this intersection right here is where Dawn drove through last night. That video clip was, and all the trucks and the police and everybody else were. And alright, well, I do see, which you won't be able to see over there by that really big tree, some stuff that's obviously down on the ground that wasn't there before. Maybe when I come back later, I'll go that way and check it out. Well, every break I had in traffic yesterday, I'm not having in traffic today. We're not late. We'll be on time, but it's just been frustrating. Hit at lights and just, yeah. No buses out here this morning that I can see. That's not really the problem. Well, I got Johnny dropped off, no problems. It's 7:20 a.m. so it's not as early as we've been a few days, but it's not late either. It's kind of cloudy out here this morning. The sky is pretty unremarkable, and you know, it is what it is. I don't think we're expecting rain today. It's 69 out there. Like I said earlier, it's upper 60s. It's lower humidity. It feels great, but they still saying we're gonna inch up to that heat and humidity again towards the end of the week. Michelle's going shopping today. Yay! Hopefully no calamities between now and when I meet her at Guardian Angel. I'm looking forward to that, obviously. I did hear that clubs at the school are going to start next Thursday. The Thursday after Labor Day. So it's a little late for the first LEGO League season because other teams at other schools are already meeting, but it is what it is, and I'll just have to whip us into shape in less time. It'll be okay. It's mostly about what the boys experience and learn in there, not you know, about how great we place in competition. Although I certainly will encourage them to do their very best and to place well. So that's about what's going on this morning. I'm going to hang here in my usual spot, play Pokemon for a few minutes, and then start the journey back to Fuquay. So right in this gap here, there's a Chevy Volt on the other side of the fence. And there are 2 charging cables there at that business. And the Volt is plugged in. Volt with a V. Yeah, I turned up here to see if I could see what was going on, and the short answer is not really. Well, there's my buddy in his cooler weather spot. The driveway parking pad sentry. Well, I have emptied the garbage in Ruby, taken a couple things out that needed to go in the house, loaded up my shopping bags, washed the front windshield, adjusted the front passenger seat. I think we're ready to go shopping. So that battery's done charging. And then if I had to guess, maybe there's just one last battery to charge here. And those are, well, I can't tell which are the new ones and which are the old ones. Silly girl, I left my key fob in the car a while ago, so the door's not going to open for me. Yuck. This is how we open the door. Avoid fingerprints when we don't have the key fob.
So, just to kind of like update everybody on the power outage. So we were out for almost 3 hours, like 2 hours and 55 minutes from 7 p.m. to right at 10 o'clock last night. The battery, power bank, Ego, Nexus power station, even though all my batteries were more or less dead, it was able to run the entertainment system which included the cable modem, although the data was down because of problems elsewhere. It ran all that for about 90 minutes. So it took about a half hour to get everything going. So we were basically sitting around reading Kindles for the last 30 minutes.
Well, I sent Dawn out in the XB to do a scout mission, but
yeah, last about almost an hour, I guess I meant to say. The other thing is the Nexus power station has completed charging the batteries. The 14 hours and change that I mentioned in the video was the total time to charge all the batteries. It moves from battery every a couple minutes. It moves from one battery to the next. So it goes
round robin,
around and around, charging them up. I saw a video, and the guy said he figures that's so that they don't overheat. You know, it keeps them all nice and warm. And he also implied that it's got something in it that will keep the batteries fully charged, or they expect you to. I did not see this, and I'll go back and reread the owner's manual from cover to cover now. But Ego expects you to just leave your batteries on this thing, and you take them off and use them in your other Ego equipment as needed, and basically implying you don't need to worry about this 100% charge, overcharging your batteries, keep them at a high state of charge. Prior to the Nexus power station, the battery thing was very specific. It says if you charge your battery to 100% and it sits for 30 days, it will self-discharge, so it doesn't stay at a high state of charge. So I mean, that was built into the battery of the actual battery itself, not the charger. So I don't know. I really want to learn a little bit more about that Nexus power station and its
battery management system.
Right. Those batteries are very expensive. I don't want to replace them in 3 years.
Right.
I want those things to last for 10 years. If they last 10 years, we're good. 8 years maybe, but I don't want to replace them after 3 years. They're $350 a piece.
Yeah, and they don't usually have that great of a deal.
Yeah, and they don't put those.
Yeah, we're just talking about not wanting to leave them at 100, just like you wouldn't leave your Tesla at 100 charge and let it sit for forever. It's not good health for the battery.
This power station is not a good purchase for people who are not using Ego batteries in their lawn care or for other purposes. I would not recommend this for just somebody to go out and buy it. Well, if you got it's nice. The advantage of it, you carry it in your house and you use it in your house.
Yeah, and Don and I determined if he's not home and I want to carry it inside, I can carry it without the batteries in it. Yeah. I'll just take all 4 batteries out and then carry them in, or have Johnny help me carry them in separately. And I'm sure I could move it that way.
Right, and but like I said, exactly. So Marianne could handle this. It's not like cranking dragging out the 6,000 watt.
Oh, I would live without electricity if it relied on me to start the gas generator. That's not happening.
Because in a typical power outage, let's say, you know, she sits there for 5 minutes and the lights doesn't come on. She can run out and grab this thing, and in probably less than 10 minutes have it hooked up, watching TV, and assuming the internet's not dead, the cable modem and all that stuff is powered by all that. So in 10 minutes she could be back in business. Maybe it lasts, with fully charged batteries, maybe it lasts 3 or 4 hours. Well, she can handle 3 or 4 hours. Maybe I could get home by then and I'll drag the generator out, or we'll figure out the next action plan. So that is an advantage of this thing. It is powerful. 2,000 watts can pretty much run any amount of stuff. Be careful there.
I won't be drying the clothes. I will not be drying clothes.
Yeah, you could run your refrigerator probably on it. So if you had,
but then nothing else.
Right, but nothing else.
Yeah.
That's right. So
let's see, cable modem or refrigerator.
Right, well, I got this specifically for the computers and stuff. That's what this was bought for.
Right, a happy family without power is one that still has access to their computers.
Because we don't go camping, but if we went camping, we could take it with us camping. But
sure.
Anyway, I didn't mean to bore you to death, but as I said, I myself am okay with the fact that it doesn't last, you know, a week. That, you know, a couple hours is all you're going to get out of it. because I already had the battery investment in the batteries. If I would not go out and buy this system from scratch unless I had a very particular need.
Yeah. I looked on the Fuquay-Varina Police Department Facebook page, which I should have done last night. And they had a picture of the tree that was down across Main Street /401. It was a fairly small loblolly pine, but just enough to land on the lines and cause a problem. Yeah, so there was that. And in other frustrating news around town, apparently, you know, yesterday was the first day of school. The carpool line at the new Willow Springs /Fuquay-Varina High School was a complete and utter disaster, taking people like over an hour to leave their house, drop off their kid, and get back home. And even though it's not in the Fuquay city limits, the Fuquay Police Department is responding to try to help direct the traffic over there. And they may be making some changes, like preventing a left turn out of the parking lot and such for, you know, going forward. But yeah, everybody was pretty upset about that. That post had 250 comments. I think I want to be upset. I've never once, not once, come here and my spot been taken. Well, hopefully, I'm sure I'm fine here this time of day where I am. The black X is on the other side of the sign too. I would park over there, but the light pole kind of makes those other spots not too usable. There's Michelle. I'm sure she's puzzled too. Yeah, that's good. You did good parking there.
I was gonna park right next to you.
Well, I think I would have trusted you to get out. All right, now everything is right with the world. Nice gentleman came out of just enough home cooking over here with the coffee, and he pulled away, and so I just you know, was still standing there and moved Ruby to her spot. I mean, goodness, it's even her spot. If you go on Google Maps and look at the parking lot, they took a picture on a Tuesday, and Michelle and mine's car are both in the picture. It's pretty funny.
We'll put a sign up.
Yeah. I'm sorry to tell you, Johnny, but the Hot Wheels today are very slim pickings. I don't see anything that you would care about. So I'm gonna tease you now. I want you to know that I brought something dead for you the other day, and you have to wait for your birthday, which is coming up in a few weeks, and you're gonna love it.
Really?
Yes, and that's all I'm telling you.
I don't have to preserve it?
No comment. I'm not telling you any other details except that
your freezer?
I'm not telling you any other details except that it's dead, and you're gonna really like it.
You're gonna have it stuffed for me?
These would be such great props for Christmas pictures for a toddler. Yeah, so let's see how much new Halloween stuff or fall stuff they have today. Is there new fall stuff? I hope. Even if it's true, I don't think Don would really appreciate it. Well, if you wanted to serve up deviled eggs for Thanksgiving, that would be perfect. Well, this is a baby owl for the owl I bought last week. All right, empty your hands so you can keep on shopping. Are your hands full again?
Oh, you're catching me.
Put it on in, girl. Oh, you're literally caught. I really like the thought, but this is a small. Should these be the glasses on my Christmas table this year? I think maybe so. Is your house too overstuffed with Steelers merchandise?
No. That is perfect.
It's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
This is so cool. They're asking $40 for it. Michelle takes the cart back. I come and pick up Michelle.
Thank you. It's a Tesla.
So Michelle needs to pick up a suit for her husband that's ready up at Cary Crossroads. And where are we going to eat near there?
We're going to go to the Crab Shack.
Yeah, Michelle and her seafood.
Sorry, honey.
It's okay. You mean Sean?
Yeah. He's going to get the bill. I love you, honey.
Well, I owe Michelle an apology because we're really far away this time.
Oh my God, where are we?
I noticed the stickers, legalized tiny houses, tiny, we love tiny homes, tiny house expedition. Yeah, since we visited those tiny houses in Rocky Mount, that's pretty cool.
We couldn't do it though.
Oh, no. That's fine for other people. I'd spend the night in one. I think they're great. Not my thing.
Where would you put our suitcases? We'd have to leave them on the deck.
I don't even think it would have room for one of our collections.
No.
You could, yeah, no. So our first choice was closed, and we're here at Red Lobster, which is like Michelle's favorite, next to Pho. So I got a salad, and Michelle was to die for some lobster bisque. I'm helping Michelle clear a bunch of tasks, and I'm on Ruby's account. She may just go up a level. Well, that looks really good. I've got scallops, salmon, and shrimp, and Michelle's got lots of king. What do you have?
Snow crab, king crab, crab, Alfredo.
Wow. Lots.
Yeah. Hot. Had the hot flash.
The dash cam, I had to take it off the magnetic mount and hold it up to the air conditioner for a minute. Even with climate on, the glass gets really hot.
She's just going through menopause.
Michelle! That lunch was really good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
It hit the spot.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fish person ever, but the scallops and the shrimp were excellent. And then I tried a piece of the salmon. It was good, and I'm taking the rest home to Dawn, so yeah.
So you don't have to cook tonight that much.
Exactly. Well, it sure looks like it's gonna rain. I forgot to check the radar. Hope not. Be my luck, it'll rain right when we're trying to load up at Whole Foods. Look what greeted us first thing when we came in the door. Cute. I threw one of these in the cart. Hopefully the people only got rid of the sign and not the cat. There's another display table. I love these kind of tables. No room for it though. Johnny, here's the generator behind the Food Lion here at the Apex Guardian Angel parking lot. We got a buddy behind us here turning into Whole Foods. It's kind of a matte gray and red tee on the front. I don't think I've seen this one before. In honor of back to school. Dang girl, you got almost as much stuff as me.
I know.
Check out the volunteer pumpkin here at our Whole Foods. I guess a couple rotted last year and they just left them where they were, and then now we have pumpkin. There's nobody left at Guardian Angel. Next week, birthday girl.
Yes. I get to drink for real, for legal.
She's turning 21.
Yeah, 21 again. 21.
Bye. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mom.
How are ya?
Okay, you?
Good. I know what you want to know.
What?
If I brought Chinese.
Actually, no.
Okay. I did bring Chinese. Hey, Donnie. How are ya?
I'm glad that she's home.
Glad to be home.
Good.
We had a good time, though.
That's right.
I got you a nice piece of salmon from Red Lobster.
Oh, goodness. Okay.